Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Denise and today I need to go shopping to get some small items for my online vintage store. And you can see behind me over my shoulder, this is my local Salvation Army in my little town in Rhode Island, and this is my favorite place to get some smalls. So after I've collected everything up, I'm going to take it back to my house. It's a busy little place. I'm going to take it back to my house. We'll lay everything out and I'll tell you why I bought the items I did, what they are, and what I'm going to list them for. Wait till the end of the video and you'll see the items I left behind that I should have bought to the tune of about $250 potential profit. And then also my sleeper item. The item that I bought that I really didn't think a whole lot of that is actually going to turn out to be my most profitable item. All right, let's get shopping. This Salvation Army has 3 floors, so let's head downstairs first. As it turns out, there were some pretty interesting things here. Like this little cocktail station was kind of cute. I don't drink, so that wasn't of big interest to me. And then I came across this Hall brown glazed tall pitcher. Hall is a ceramics manufacturer really known for their mid-century stuff, but they wanted all the money for this at $14.99, so I passed, but the best is yet to come. Well, then things started to get just a little bit more interesting. I love a good mixing bowl, and this one was a great size with a transfer floral print, a spray of flowers here, and I like the boldness of that. I liked it, and for $1.99 I was in. Later in the video, I'll tell you what this is. Okay, this is really turning out to be a pretty good day. If you are into vintage wall clocks, this one was just sitting there all by itself. I did a double take. You're going to love this. I think it's a 1960s GE Bakelite, which is an early plastic wall clock. It's sold as is, so I plugged it in and it does work. And for $3.99, I scooped that one up. I put it in my cart and I kept on moving. Down another row, I saw these, they're either 50s or 60s Easter cards, and I love these old-time graphics. And I have to say, these graphics from this time period run really deep with me. I'm not really sure what that was all about. I was born in 1961, so as just a little toddler or just a little kid, I was looking at all of these graphics. Very colorful, and I love them. So for 99 cents, I scooped them up. I don't often buy a lot of china or dinnerware, but I'd never seen this, which is a Ragu Rewards pasta dish, and I can only guess that back in the 90s you could mail in the codes or the labels and get this really cute pasta serving bowl. For $1.99 I got it, and then I headed to the clothing area. Clothing is super competitive. Lots of just regular thrifters, and of course the resellers really hit this section hard. They're looking for Levi's, any kind of name brand, and they're really into this. The jeans are priced what I think is pretty high at $6.99 or $7.99, so I really don't know how much room is left in the jeans. I'm sure there's people that are getting great deals, and I have before, but this isn't where I generally get my higher end clothes. However, then these men's ties caught my eye. Now, in the thrift store world, every once in a while you'll come across a trove of one item, like a collection. And in this case, it looks like this was a collection, maybe from the same individual. I don't know much about men's ties, but they were all half off. I could see they were all silk, so I impulsively bought 12. And that's my cue to check out. All right, so we're back at my house and I have everything laid out. To grab all this stuff took me about an hour, just to give you an idea of the timing on this. So we're going to start with the item that I'm going to list for the least amount of money and work our way up to the items that I'm going to list for the most amount of money. Okay, so this is the Ragu Rewards pasta dish. I really liked this. I thought it was going to list for more than this, but I'm going on the sold items, and what has sold is between $15 and $25, and I paid $3.99 or $4 for this. So what is that? You know, 4 times to 5 times your money, and that is the Ragu Rewards dish. All right, and next up is the unstamped or unlabeled, really cute. I think this is a 9-inch mixing bowl, and so it is. And even though this is unstamped, I am attributing this to Homer Laughlin. It has the look and the feel of the 1930s, 1940s. It's transfer, floral, and it's in great shape. I'm going to say this is from the 30s or 40s. Now, this is good. This has listed and sold anywhere from $30 to $40, and we paid only $1.99 for this. Okay, and here comes the GE clock. And believe it or not, this is model number 2148. And when I looked that up, it said that this was from the 1950s and 60s this was made, and that some of this might actually be Bakelite. And Bakelite was the precursor to what we consider to be modern plastic. I plugged this in, it actually works, and I really like this trim around the edge. It does seem to have a little bit of a crack. So these have sold from anywhere from $25 to $50 online. This I haven't cleaned up yet, and that's why it looks a little grungy, because I'm going to do another video on how to clean these and to clean this plug-in that goes into the wall and do that safely. Because you can see here, even though it works, this one has overheated. Okay, now this was actually going to be the sleeper, but no, it is not going to be the sleeper, but close. So this is, I'm going to say, from the 1960s, and it is Bible verse Easter assortment. And in the box altogether, you might get $30 or $35 for this. But there are different cards in here, and I'll just pick out a couple of my favorites. This one here, I absolutely adore this. For you at Easter, and then you open it up, and there's a nice little message there. You can see where these haven't been used. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, from Matthew 5:15. And I just really, oh, here's one. I just really love these designs. Probably from the 60s, maybe the 50s, but I was born in the 60s. And I just remember seeing a lot of this around. It really reminds me of my childhood. And there's 7 of these, and they go from anywhere from $7 to $10. And they come with the envelope, with the original envelopes. And they're in super great shape. And you don't always get that. So these have been tucked away in somebody's closet. And then also are some of the same right here. There's going to be a shower. There's a baby shower. And these are only a couple of dollars, maybe $5. And they're from Paramount, which is was in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. It has since closed down. It's just a town or two over from me. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the envelopes. So the value of this here, if you were to sell them separately, anywhere from probably $50 to $70. Okay, and this is where it really starts to get interesting. And at the beginning of this video, I talked about a sleeper, and these are the sleepers for real. Um, these ties, all silk Italian men's ties. Some are a little wider than others. Some are a little thinner than others, just in terms of what's popular and what isn't. I got all of these half price. So for example, this tie was $1.50. This tie was $2. This tie was $1.50, so on and so forth. All right, so the least profitable of these, or listable of these, is a Nicole Miller, 1995. This was from 1995. And this tie is a golfer's dream. It is hand sewn, 100% silk, and this has been made in Korea. But if you're a golfer, this is something that you would like. Research has shown me that this has sold for around $20. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 canales. And canali is also made in Italy. And these are also silk, 100% silk. And I have 5 of these. And you can see here, canali 1934. These are really, really beautiful ties. So here's the purple geometric, and geometric is kind of in fashion now, as much as I can tell. This tie is probably about $40. The yellow tie, again, made in Italy and 100% silk, is not yellow so much as it is gold, and that is a geometric. And I will list this one between 40 and 50. And another canali, 100% silk. And this is a lavender, and it has little flowers, or what I would call little pinwheels on it. And this is another canali, dark blue with just some little diamonds to set that off a little more traditional. And I would have to say that this one is probably my favorite of this group. I know it's bright. It's got like a orange rust background, and then yellow and lavender pinwheels. And I really like the way that sets off. Each one of these between $40 and $50. So let's go low. So that's 200 there, 225 there. Next up is the Salvatore Ferragamo, also made in Italy, 100% silk. You can see on the inside how the logo is, I think embossed might be the word, in the back. And this is a geometric as well. And the Ferragamos, yeah, this is a really nice sort of design. It's small, and it is a canoe or a kayak. And you look super close, you can see that. It is a kayak. And that is for the sporting gentlemen of us, and maybe the gentleman that owned this was a kayaker. All right, now Italo Ferretti. This is the best one of this whole lot, and it has a number A081, a lot like very nice purses, the higher end purses. And I like this. It is a nice deep, I guess you would call it a purple, although it isn't off-putting type purple. I like the width of this, and I like the design. It's like small little flowers with some checks in there as well. This in the resale market is anywhere from $80 to $150. And I know you're going to say that is really a swing, but It's just the way it is. It's how you market it. And this is real nice and really soft. So we've got 25, 225. Let's say the Ferragamo, even though I think I'm going low, 60 is 285. So $385 on my sleepers, which are the ties, men's ties. And I paid, I'm going to say $10 for the entire lot. All right, so let's take a look now and see what everything yielded for this day. Before we do today's impressive tally, remember at the beginning of the video I told you how I had mistakenly left behind items valued at about $250 to $300? Well, here they are. These are mid-century botanical prints by Turner Company. Now, I stepped away just for a minute to get a cart, and when I came back, they were gone. These vertical botanicals by Turner sell for about $100 each, and there were 3 of them at $4.99 each, so you can do the math. But as it turns out, we didn't have such a bad day after all, and here's our tally. And it's time for the tally. The pasta dish I paid $3.99 for will only list between $15 and $25. The Homer Laughlin transfer ware mixing bowl I purchased for $1.99, and I'll list that between $30 and $40. And the clock I paid $3.99 for, and I'll list that between $25 and $50. The vintage Easter cards, I only paid 99 cents for the whole box. I'm going to separate that out, photograph and list them separately. And when they all sell, I'll recoup about $50 to $70. And this is where it gets good. Of course, the sleeper of the day, I've never done anything with men's ties. I paid $10 for 8 ties. And I'll list them all between $40 and $100 each, and the listing amount will be $385 in total. And so our total is $500 on our, let's see, 10, 14, 15, 16, $20 investment. So $500 on our $20 investment. Not a bad day's work.